time saying this. I don't know how to dress myself. Anyways, hello, what's up? How you doing? Haven't been here for a while. I know, you missed me. Anyway, I decided to finally start making a video after a very long, I wouldn't say hiatus, but I'd say that I've been gone for a bit doing other things. I decided to make a video last minute. I know, but it's gonna be awesome. I wanted to teach you how to dress like me. Now, right now, you're probably looking at my outfit and saying, please don't tell me how to dress. You look like a casting director. But I've had some good fits in the past, in my opinion. Now, how I normally dress is basically how I take my room. Basically finding anything that looks sort of cool or interesting or colorful and putting it in there. As you can see by my lovely paintings and whatever, I customize a lot of things. Now, if you're like me, the voices, they come very often. And they tell you to make new things. They tell you that you want new things. They tell you that what you have could use a little more, like a little different. Step one, like what to have. I'm talking about like what to buy, what to look for, like where. What I like to look for a lot of the time is if I'm like going around the store and I see something that gives me like much joy, something that makes me smile, laugh at like a quote, or something that I'm just like, ooh, that looks kind of pretty, then that's something that I will look for. Mostly like statement pieces is what I really like, and then also having like a lot of basic things that you kind of are just like attracted to, basic items that aren't that basic, because like I don't have many, I don't think I have any just plain leggings. I have like these yoga pants, these cute little yoga pants, they're like some of my favorite, and then this bodysuit I also chose as like a nice basic, which I usually wouldn't pair these together, but guess who wanted to dress comfortable today? But no, you have to have basics that are nice and perfect and good first, and then you also have your statement pieces, so then you can fit everything in so it looks nice and beautiful and cool. And also, what you can try to find is statement pieces that can fit in with other things. Like, I have a few tops that can fit in with other things that are just, wild. I have this one shirt that I can show you. This is one of my favorites. It like has very colorful like sleeves and stuff. It's wrapped up right now. Hello? It's like one of my favorite tops, and I thrifted it. This one can go with pretty much everything. I could put it on and it would look interesting with just these pants. Nice, cute, basic, as one does. But also adding accessories is an important part that will come next. But yeah, find things that make you like smile, things that like you think are really cool, and especially Pinterest can help you out with that. But when I talk about statement pieces and things that make you happy, I'm talking about stuff like this. This is one of my favorite shirts recently. It says Rad Dad, and it looks like a t-shirt, but it also is really funny, and I love these t-shirts with just like random little quotes on them. They give me like pure bliss. And also what I have right here is perfect like layering tops, like mesh tops. Those are great, and especially if you have like your nice basic pieces underneath, you can shove on, like cool mesh tops like this, because I have this really cool skeleton one, and I think I have another one. But yeah, it's super, super pretty and cool, and like, are you kidding me? Look at how awesome this is. I also thrifted this, if you wanted to know. But yeah, just finding stuff that is just like cool and that you think is like really nice doesn't really have to fit an aesthetic sometimes. Sometimes it can just be random, and then styling it with accessories and other main pieces can fit it into a sort of interesting style. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have like a full-on style book. I don't have like a category that I could put myself into. I just kind of find what's cool, and it makes me super happy. And if you dress in what makes you happy, then I think that works. Now, if we're talking about what to look for, as in like colors or things, I am not the type of person that is gonna go around being like, oh, I'm like a winter, summer, spring, fall, magic, fairy, spring, winter thing, and looking for just this specific periwinkle that is in like the 1978 2677 fashion show in like Louis Vuitton. That's not that I wouldn't exactly say I'm the one looking for specific colors. I look for things that give me joy, and you should look for things that give you joy, because if you don't, you know, have things that make you joyful, then like, but you know, find something that makes you happy, find something that is like funny, cool, interesting. I have a ton of things that are just completely goofy, like that one Y'all Might shirt. I blew up on TikTok because of that, and it made me laugh, and they all told me to go back and get it. So now I have this shirt that just says Y'all Might, and it has All Might with a cowboy hat and a lasso from My Hero Academia, and it's funny, I do admit. And even though I'm not really much in like the My Hero Academia fans anymore, I still think it's funny. And that shirt does give me joy sometimes, so I want to keep it around. One, as a memory that TikTok very much liked it. Two, because it's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, have tons of pieces that just make you kind of laugh, because I like to laugh. And also, my fashion from school and normally is going to be very different. Like, this top and these leggings, if they ever saw my hips, I think I would just, like, be sold. I don't think they'd let me in at all. But I usually tend to go for more comfortable things, because I have a lot of overstimulation, and I do have, neurological disabilities. But I very much like to, you know, stay comfortable during, like, school hours and stuff like that, because it can be very stressful on, like, you know, my head and everything else. But those, like, funny and cool things, they do match. I usually wear, you know, sweatpants and stuff like that, but they do look good with, like, those silly t-shirts or whatever, because, I mean, it's a t-shirt, it's perfectly fine. So yeah, I wear a lot of those to school, and then, like, a lot of, like, sweatpants or just, like, baggy, nice jeans. I'll show you, like, what my jeans are and what they look like in a second. Pants are very, like, important. You can either go for shorts, which I don't have many of, even though I live in Florida, it's like really hot, you should need shorts all the time. I don't usually like to wear shorts because they're never fitting right, and I like to have, like, I don't like stuff that's, like, up over my stomach anymore, because I used to really like high-waisted stuff when I was very insecure about my stomach, and then I'm starting to realize that, one, it makes me more insecure, two, it just doesn't look that good on my body. So I mean, I was very used to it being, like, all the way up above my stomach all the time, and now it just feels unnatural, like it used to when I was, like, a little girl, because I would have to have it a certain specific way on my body, and it rests exactly here on my hips, and if not, I was gonna cry. But yeah, I've gotten a little bit more, you know, in tune and used to, you know, having sometimes at different, you know, places. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't tend to, you know, do super high-waisted stuff anymore because of that. But I mean, it's always working out for, one, what is good for your body, two, like, what you think is looking cool. With pants, I tend to do, like, more bright, colorful, fun, goofy stuff, or it's just comfortable. I like to wear, like, if I have jeans, I have a lot of jeans, I have to have them with a cool pattern, and it's like a sort of, it's like a have to. Like, I don't have any normal jeans just so then they have that sort of cool variety. And I mean, they could be a little bit basic, but also they're not like that exact, you know, base pair of skinny jeans that I was battling back in, like, 2021 or something, that I just did not like myself in. So, now I have a ton of cool stuff. I have some of my 3 favorite pairs. I have this one pink pair that I thrifted. It's actually Sofia Vergara brand, and they're actually way too big for me, but I actually, instead of wearing them up, like, high-waisted like the model does, I wear them down to, like, my hips, and they look really cool, and they're really baggy, and they're really brightly colored, so I can fit them with, you know, darker tops, or if you have, like, a graphic t-shirt that has that color on there, it was, like, perfect. It was beautiful. I also have these pants that I colored on. They have a ton of eyeballs, See, there's a ton of black eyeballs on this one, and then a ton of neon colored eyeballs on this one. They go all the way down, and they're an interesting shape. I did draw on these, but that's for a different section in a moment. But yeah, these, like I said, nothing can be basic. And then these are some of my favorite jeans. My rainbow ones. These are beautiful. If you want them, they are from Amazon. I will link it. And if I don't, yell at me in the comments. I will give you it. But yeah, I cannot have a normal pair of jeans. And I have like a ton more. But I have this rule where I just cannot have a normal pair of jeans. So then it can go wonderfully with a ton of cool tops. And I have, in my opinion, some really hard fits if I try. But a lot of the time I do want to stay comfortable. So a tip with that. What to look for. Basic necessities that can go under so then you don't cry because it's uncomfortable. And of course beauty is pain at sometimes. But you know, you're beautiful even without the pain. So it's... But I also have a few bodysuits. I think I've shown you in the Temu haul that I did a few months ago. I think like 7. I checked this morning. But yeah, I just have this, you know, plain leggings and tank top bodysuit. So then, I usually wear it underneath, like my jeans or whatever, so that I don't feel like the jean texture on me because sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. Also, my knees started hurting as I was sitting here, and now I'm scared and think I'm gonna collapse and die. Better not Google it. Anyway, but yeah, with jeans, I am very colorful and, you know, expressive with, I guess. And I do have sweatpants. I get some sweatpants on sale because there is a mall and it has a lot of stuff on sale. Usually sweatpants, usually like men's sweatpants, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, don't be afraid to go in the men's section. Sometimes there is some fire stuff. That Rad Dad t-shirt, that was made for a man. I don't have those man shoulders and it shows a little bit, but you know what? I still rock that top because it's funny and it's awesome and I'm awesome and you're awesome and that's exactly what you should do. But yeah, I get like a ton of sweatpants, like men's sweatpants, because 1, I can like put them down on my waist and they look awesome, and 2, they're just really comfortable, and pockets. I have a lot of men's pants, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really funny. I also have Batman ones, matching with best friend. Shout out, Deji, I love you. I have Batman pants, and she has Spider-Man pants, and we look awesome. But yeah, like Spider-Man pants or like whatever with like a cool top, you're gonna be like the coolest kid you've ever seen. Or adult, I don't mind. We're gonna look cool anyway. But yeah, where to look for this stuff? I mean, I look at Goodwills, I shop at Ross sometimes. I haven't done it in a while, and I'm not gonna lie, don't be afraid of like Walmart and stuff like that, because you can find those good comfy basics there. I got a tank top from there like once, and it had like a built-in top, and it made me look so freaking snatched. If I can find a photo, I will show you guys, but I was shocked out of my mind because this one Walmart tank top gave me the most waist I had ever seen in my life back then. But that was really funny. Yeah, don't be afraid of like Walmart or whatever, and I have seen they're stepping up their style, but be careful with, you know, the quality, because I mean, I'm not even complaining. I've gotten things that are like not that good quality, but I've gotten my use out of them, and they make me very happy, so if they make you happy, that's a thought. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, you don't need the most expensive things. Just looking cool is looking cool. And, you know, I wouldn't say, you know, if people make fun of you, that's stupid. Because, 1, you feel great. 2, that's irrelevant from them. They're irrelevant if they think that's bad. And that's coming from a person where, like, I come out of my room in, like, cosplay occasionally, and my brothers and my step-parents just look at me like, what? It's a passion. I've also went outside in cosplay, so I feel like there's a part of me that's like, insecurity is just oblivious to me, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very thankful for that. And if you guys want like a sort of motivational, cool video soon, I will put that out if you really want it. Mwah. Give you guys all my tips. But, where to look for it? Yeah, thrifting is good. I've gone to Goodwill, I've gone to like Plato's Closet, I've gone to, I think this place called like Once Upon a Child. That may be the wrong store. But yeah, I've been to like Plato's Closet, you know, local thrift stores, all that stuff. I found some of my favorite stuff, which is really cool and lovely. But yeah, I forgot to get into skirts. Skirts, I love skirts with a passion, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't wear them as much as I usually think I do. But when I do get like a ton of those, they're kind of in my drawers. But they have to look, you know, they either have to look or like feel or just be beautiful, and then I'll have them. But note to self, if you find something that's cool, but you're never gonna wear it, you're probably never gonna wear it. And I do have a few in there that I haven't worn. Step 2, after 19 minutes of yapping. Wow, that's lovely. Make it custom. I love making my clothes, like, you know, custom and cool and, you know, painting on them, doing this stuff. And I don't think you should be afraid of doing that. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, like, basic pieces, if you have those basic pieces already and you don't want them to be basic anymore because you want, like, standout pieces, you can totally just color paint or do whatever on them. Or if you have something that you know, didn't really like and you want to, like, paint on it to make it better, Pinterest, lovely place. And, you know, your own creativity, that's, like, very lovely. With my pants, I completely made these on my own. I think I saw like a few like things on Pinterest about people like painting, you know, or drawing like cool things on their pants, and I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome, and I drew a ton of eyeballs. I mean, these are some of my favorite pants. I've gotten so many compliments about these, and they're just, I think I got them from like American Eagle a while ago, and I completely trashed them with a ton of eyeballs and stuff like that, and I think I love them so much more than when they were plain. Not I think, I know. But with some things I have done that. I've put my own personal paintings that I've already made on like hoodies and stuff like that. I can show you the hoodie right now. Here's the hoodie that I made, and I put that one painting of the angel that I made a while ago. It's on my wall. Go check out my art Instagram if you guys want to see cool stuff. But yes, don't be afraid of, you know, customizing your clothes or whatever, or especially finding like bright colors that stand out. That's nothing you should be scared of, because personally, if I don't have bright colors, then I'll just sit there and be like, well, where's all my color, man? I think bright colors make me so much happier, and it makes your outfits look so much happier as well. I mean, I've had multiple people come up to me in school, thankfully, that they were like, oh my gosh, like, your outfits are so freaking cool. Why are you colorful? That's awesome. And, like, it makes me feel so happy. And especially, if you want to, you know, make, you know, your clothes custom, learning how to sew is, like, a really good thing, so then you can make some of your clothes by scratch. I am lucky enough to have self-taught myself and to have a stepmom who was supportive enough to give me a sewing machine and take me out to buy fabric and, you know, be there to support, you know, my little journey of, you know, becoming better at sewing. Sewing your own clothes, like, especially, like, on your Pinterest board or whatever, and if you are going by a certain aesthetic, totally finding things that you really, really, really love, learning how to make them, and, you know, how to make patterns and stuff like that. Like, especially from YouTubers. I sometimes wish I could be that YouTuber that could, like, direct you in every way and show you how to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. But, sometimes I'm not that good at explaining things. Now, I will totally send shout-outs to, like, other seamstresses on YouTube. Like, Makara Tours, she's literally the reason why I started, like, sewing and getting into, like, this fashion so much. I'm very thankful for her there, and she was like a really big role model, and my dad knows I love her because I yap about her a lot. It's like, so, she's such an inspiration to me. Yeah, I mean, learning how to sew and making like a ton of the things that you love will, one, make your wardrobe like super freaking cool, and you can flex. You can be like, yo, look at how, wait, did you just interrupt me? You can always be like, oh my gosh, yeah, this cute little outfit, yeah, I made it myself. But yeah, sewing and making things your own can make it like even like so much better. And I wouldn't exactly say dressing like me, because honestly my rules are just confidence and things that give you joy, and that's about my rules. How to dress, you know, like what you want to be, how to dress like the future, how to dress for your happiness. But yeah, also with, you know, having your sewing skills and making it custom, as I said, you can like move waistlines, and also using cosplays. I've worn this one Jinx cosplay that I've liked a few times, just completely normal. I've worn this with my paint pants. If you don't know what my paint pants are, you can make your own paint pants. I'm being completely honest with you. It's the one pair of pants that you wear whenever you're painting. And so instead of wiping all your paints on a paper towel and using so much space, you paint on your legs. And so you have these really funky looking colored pants that are just doodled on and painted on, and they actually look pretty cool in my opinion. My dad rolled his eyes when he saw it. They're like doodled on, they're drawn on. I've had my friends, you know, take markers and draw on them because I don't really mind. But yeah, I've worn like this cute little Jinx top, and it's supposed to go with a cosplay, but you can just wear, you know, cosplay things with your normal stuff. And then it's like a small cosplay that people are like, oh, wait, that's so cool! And it's just like a subtle little thing. But yeah, I have worn that to school, and you know, people recognize it, and it's so awesome because they're like, oh my gosh, wait, that's cool! And I'm like, thank you! But yeah, I mean, with your sewing skills or with just normal costumes, if you don't want to be too costumey, you can tone it down. If you want to wear the full-on cosplay, wear the full-on cosplay, do it. I don't mind. It's not my issue. It's not their issue. Go do it, have fun. But yeah, I love like subtle costumes and stuff like that outside. It's truly, truly wonderful, and lovely. Step 3! I'm talking about styling. What colors to use and like how to use them. I like to use a lot of colors. I like to use a lot of bright colors because it makes me super happy. I have like tons of neon colors, pretty much my wall. And if you don't know what the clown wall is, I will show you later. I do love the clown wall, and I also love my wardrobe to look like the clown wall. So it's just like a ton of, you know, bright colors, things that make me smile, things that make me really passionate and happy to, you know, live in the world with this beautiful color that makes me smile and that I love. I like to wear, you know, colored tights sometimes whenever I wear shorts, so then it can look cooler. I've done, you know, with those like off-the-shoulder tops, you wear shorts and then colored tights, and then like I wear my platforms with it, and it just looks so freaking cool because like I have a blue shirt up here, full-on blue legs, which who doesn't want that? That's awesome. But yeah, and then possibly, you know, I have a few, and by that I mean a lot of scene extensions. I've put in scene extensions sometimes with those outfits, so then it's all like cool and coordinated and blah blah blah. I also have a blue hoodie, so that outfit is like really cool. I mean, most of my stuff is just making me happy because happiness is probably like the most important part. I think tights are very cool. Silhouettes. Ooh, I was thinking about this. Usually with a lot of my outfits, I have big pants, little top, and, you know, that's about it. I mean, colors aside, big pants, little top, always pretty solid choice. Little pants and little top, they go well sometimes, depending on how little the bottoms and tops are and how you've like gone through. If you have like necklaces and chains and stuff like that, then it could be cool. It really just depends on like how you work with it. I have done big top, big bottoms, but that's usually for those school days that I do not care and I just want to wear a big t-shirt and sweatpants and fall asleep. But I mean, we gotta be real, all of us have done that before. Come on. But like with this, I would say little top and little bottoms, kind of, because they're like kind of leggings-ish, sort of, and then this pretty tiny bodysuit top. I'm obsessed with this too. But yes, that's pretty much how you style like me. I mean, I'll show you some of my favorite fits, but I will be honest with you, experimenting is probably, you know, the most fun thing you can do as well. But yeah. you know, wear what makes you happy, and that's about it. Here's some cool fits that I've made from this. Anyways, I love you so much. Goodbye, farewell, see you later. Mwah!